Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Jessie. If you are new around here, I am a kindergarten through 6th grade music teacher, and today we are talking about 3 steps you can take to goal set and be productive over the summer. So the very first thing that you're going to want to do is set your goals for the summer. And so this is going to be kind of our large scale planning. And for this, you're going to need either, you can just use the wall or you could use a poster or a foam board, but you're going to go ahead and use that to put Post-it notes on. So you're gonna need a few Post-its. They can be color-coded like this. They don't have to be though. You're gonna need some larger ones. These are actually kind of like the standard size. And then you're also gonna need some minis. So I'm gonna show you how I mapped out my summer goals and how you can do it too.
Okay guys, so the very first step that I want you to do is go ahead and create your month. So I just made these out of the sticky side of the top of the big Post-it notes, and I just cut them down to a smaller size. So I have my different months. I also have a maybe section and a done section. Then I add in my big category. So these are the big Post-it notes. And so I have blog and YouTube, I have teacher pay teachers, and I have email list. Then you're gonna notice me starting to add in the smaller Post-it notes. These are your actual goals or your ideas that you wanna do for each category. So all of my blue mini Post-it notes are gonna go with blog and YouTube. All my green ones are going with teacher pay teachers, and all my pink ones are going with email list. So I'm just gonna go ahead and look at those, and you really just wanna brain dump all of your ideas and just get them out onto Post-it notes. And then I want you to look at them and decide which ones are the most important to you and which ones do you wanna do first. And then I just start filling out my month. So I'm going to add them in, and you'll notice as I start to add in my blog and YouTube Post-its, I have 4 goals per month because I'm trying to do weekly content. So I have a weekly YouTube video, or I have a blog that goes out every single week. So that's gonna be my heaviest section. Then as I keep going and I add in my teacher pay teachers goals, you're gonna notice I only have 3 goals a month, and that's because those seem to take me longer and I just know myself. So I'm going to set myself up for success by having less goals per month on certain sections, because I know it's gonna take me more time. And then finally, my email list, I actually just started this, and so I'm only doing 1 monthly email because I know myself and it's something new and it's something I just added, so I don't want to overload myself. So I only have 1 goal per email list. Okay, now what I'm doing is I am adding in my little last Post-it note, and I'm gonna show you guys the maybe section. So all those wonderful ideas that you came up with, but maybe just didn't make the cut this time around, I want you to put them in your maybe section, because there might be a chance later on that you don't wanna do an idea and you wanna switch it out, or maybe you get through all your tasks and you wanna add another. So it's just nice to have those in the maybe section, just so you can use them later on if you need to. And finally, the last section is the done section, the most satisfying. So as you get these goals done, what you're going to do is flip them over and stick them onto the done section. And so hopefully you'll have all your Post-its over in that section by the end of the summer.
Step 2 is going to be taking your large scale goals and bringing them down into weekly goals. I like to use a program called Google Keep for this. I have actually been using Google Keep for a really long time for my to-do list, but I have found the perfect way to use it now to really make sure that I'm getting after my goals. If you would like, as I'm going into this tutorial of how to use it, you will see I have this little custom header. If you want to learn how to make those, I have it over on my IGTV. Just under there, you will find a tutorial on those custom ways, so you can make it a little bit prettier or match your brand or your business and just make it a little more official and more excited to use it.
So welcome to my Google Drive. So how you access Google Keep, if you have never used this program before, you're gonna click on the dots or your Google Apps, and you're gonna look for the light bulb. This is the program that we're using. Then once you access there, here's what it looks like. I actually already have my weekly goals set for this week. And so if I click on it, it can get larger. Here's the custom header that I made. Again, if you wanna check out how to make custom headers, it's over on my IGTV. And then I have my 3 goals for the week. So let's pretend that I don't have this, and let's just make a new one to kind of walk you through how to do it. So I like to just title it as, the date, so week of June 8th. Then I'm going to add in my task. Now, yours is going to depend on your, long range planning. For me this week, I actually don't have my email list because I already did that monthly goal. I only have one per month. So I decided to do a blog post and a YouTube, and I also did a TPT. So it really just depends by looking at your map and deciding which goals you're going to go for that week. So I'm going to add mine in. Now, the check boxes don't come up right away, and so that can be a little tricky. So what I want you to do is click on the dots and press Show Check Boxes. That will make it into your list where you can actually check the box because, if you don't have the checkbox, does it even count, right? You got to check it off. So then I'm just going to add in my tasks. Okay, so now we can customize it just a little bit. So if you see this little art palette, you can actually do different colors. So you can make it yellow, green, whatever you'd like, and then you're gonna press close. And then it just adds in to your Google Keep. So you can have multiple lists if you would like to. Okay, so that is just a quick little rundown of how you do your weekly goals, and let's go into our next step.
The last step in this sequence is to now start looking at the day-to-day. So you're going to use another Google app called Google Calendar, and you're going to actually schedule out the 3 tasks you're going to do a day in order to get to your weekly goals. And when you get those weekly goals done, it's going towards your monthly goals and your overall goals. So it just all connects. So what you're going to do is go over first to Google Keep. You're going to write 3 things that you're going to do that day that are going to get you towards your weekly goals. Then I want you to use Google Calendar and actually schedule out and make the time for doing those tasks so you know they're going to get done, and then you can check them off because we all love to check things off. It's just amazing. It's an amazing feeling. So let's go into how to use Google, the task, and also Google Calendar.
So here's my Google Calendar. If you guys have never used it before, it is again under your apps. You're gonna press calendar right here and that'll open up. So the very first thing that I do when I start out in the morning is I actually go ahead and use this task area. So what's so cool is on the sidebar, you can keep your Google Keep notes, so you can have your weekly goals, but you also can have a to-do list or your tasks. So I like to just brain dump my 3 main things I need to do today to get to my goals or my weekly goals. So I just start writing down what I need to do. And then from there, I go ahead and schedule them out. So how you schedule something, let's just say I wanted to add a task down here. What I would do is go ahead and click. You can add your title, you can add a reminder if you need one to do it, the time frame, and then you also can even change the color, which I like to do for my different categories. So like if you look here, everything in green is teacher paid teachers, everything in blue has to do with blog posts, anything in pink has to do with YouTube, and then purple is my like break times and like personal things. So it's kind of nice to see that color coding, it's really good for the visual brains. Okay, so what I did today, let's just kind of go through what I did. So my very first task of the day was to work on teacher paid teachers, and so that was 9 to 10. And then after that, I needed to post a blog post. So I went ahead and worked on that. I kind of went a final look through. And then my YouTube task of the day was to pretty much film this video, but I definitely had a few steps in there, so I kind of broke it down, and this is where you might have more than 3 tasks on your to-do list, and that's just because you're breaking it down for your brain. So like the very first thing that I did was make a shot list, so I kind of outlined my video so I wouldn't word vomit all over the place. That helps me a lot by having an outline. No promises, I probably still do, but it's much better than what it would be if I didn't. Then I got ready for my video, I had a lunch so I wasn't hangry when I was filming, and then I filmed the sit down portion, and then finally I'm doing the B-roll shots right now, which I'm a little not on schedule anymore. I'm a little past my time, but I'm almost there. So as I'm getting done with these, then I can check these off. So let's see. I did my shot list, I filmed my sit down portion, I'm finishing this up, and then I actually want my editor, low-key, my fiance, to look through my blog post one more time because he's amazing at writing, and so I'm not going to check that off yet because I haven't posted it. So hopefully that gives you guys an idea of how to, break everything down so that you can really get after your goals this summer. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye.